Yeah, Sainsbury's and Tesco Christmas.
The racism, man. So we're all aware of this. Is there anyone that isn't aware of it?
I'm aware of it, fully aware.
Yeah.
Everyone's aware of it? Yeah.
I'm like 50% aware.
Explain to the people if they haven't known.
Okay, well, so for the people at home and for Chanel, so basically, Sainsbury's released an ad, a recent Christmas ad, and the Christmas ad had an all-black family, but they were all dark skinned, right? So they were like a dark skinned black family, and obviously when they released this ad, there's been a lot of backlash on social media, on all platforms, a lot of calls, a lot of reports of people complaining that the fact that Sainsbury's has actually shown this advert, at the fact that it was a black advert, people saying, well,
a beautiful advert, by the way.
Beautiful advert. People were saying, a lot of like,
actually, it was
a lot of people that I noticed were like white people were saying like, oh well, I feel like I'm not being represented here. I feel like, oh well, this is the UK. UK's got more white people than so we should be the ones that. These are some of the comments I've seen, like we should be the ones that are represented, and comments of that nature. And obviously, it was just the point of the fact that they had a problem with them being a black family, whereas like. Another good point was made a few years ago. Another supermarket, they had a Christmas ad with aliens. Aliens in the thing, but no one was complaining about the aliens. No one was saying, I don't feel represented. Do you know what I'm saying?
There was another issue, there was an Asian, I think Tesco's had an ad.
Oh, this was Asian. Was it last year or the year before?
Last year.
Yeah.
Or the year before, yeah. They had an Asian family and there was complaints then as well.
Yeah. Which I think really just, again, it just speaks to the truth that I think everyone in this room already knows. Racism is there, it's been there, and I'm not sure.
Very much alive.
It's very much alive.
Even in the UK.
Yeah, especially in the UK.
I can't believe that this is like the first time for me anyways where I've seen it be so overt. Literally.
You
know what?
Because the UK is good at hiding racism.
It's been like that. If you go on the right websites, you'll see it.
Was it last year or the year before? Stormzy did a performance. Dave also did a performance. Do you know Ashley Banjo, the dance? Like they've done performances. All of these people have done performances about Black Lives Matter and stuff. They've all received like, I think Alicia Dixon's one was like the highest amount of complaints on the BBC because she did something to do with like Black Lives Matter and like black people's rights and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Let's also look at sports as well in football. When a black player messes up for their team, what's the first?
Yeah, the first thing they go for.
Social media, and they already attack the player. On your team, even in the country, in the press, the media, there's a who's the player that was attacked last week?
Mason Greenwood and Philip Foden.
Yeah, that's
and Rashford.
Sterling especially.
Yeah, Sterling gets a lot.
But I think that most recently though, like you said, Mason Greenwood is like clear as his own.
Did you see what the Daily Mail was saying about Rashford?
Yeah, they're trying to say he's using the profit he's making.
Yeah,
bro, he's making P. Like, why the fuck did they? What's he supposed to do? What do they mean,
bro? Of course he's gonna make money.
Exactly. What the hell?
And that's about night.
But man's got P.
Well, there's that. But even besides the point is the fact that the government did such a shit job of feeding kids that it took a sports person, someone who really and truly has no
23 years old, man.
23, bro.
Yeah,
man's still young. Man had no need to do it. He doesn't owe the kids that he helped. He doesn't owe them anything. But it took him, big him up, 100% big him up. It took him having to go out of his way, take out money from his own pocket now to help kids, like to help feed hungry kids. And then the money that he makes from that, the money that he's invested, in buying houses and shit. Now, okay, cool, he's got houses, but yeah, you've got money. You want to invest. You don't want to run out of money. Like,
exactly.
I'm sure when you're rich, your expenses are going to be way higher than a regular person. So you need to make sure you've got that steady flow. So I don't blame him in it. Obviously, the Daily Mail's trying to paint him out like he's a villain now, talking about he's got 9 homes. Why has he got 9 homes?
Off, man.
Those are 9 homes that could have gone to so many 9 groups of people, 9 families.
You have all these Europeans coming into the UK buying multiple properties.
Exactly.
But these are the same
But
people
Rashford does
that are
that.
trying to bring you like a cop. And you lot are there hating on them.
That's a fact, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
They're fighting for you in a way. They're trying to make people take you guys serious in sports.
Even within sport as well, I feel like obviously certain players that we've already mentioned, like Sterling, Pogba,
Greenwood,
Greenwood, like they seem to get treated differently compared to their white counterparts.
Especially Pogba, man. Oh my
Bro, Pogba, Raheem Sterling will be chilling, minding his. He bought his mum a yard, yeah. I think it was last year. I can't remember if it was this year or last year. He bought his mum a yard, as you would. If I was rich, I'd do the same thing as well. Yeah, bought his mum a yard now. Them man were getting onto him, like getting onto.
How
this
does
guy.
that make
They actually £2 million.
They go to
That
the
makes
guy
zero
for buying
sense.
grapes.
It makes
For buying
0
grapes.
sense.
That's the first thing that anyone would do.
Buying
They go to
grapes.
the guy for buying grapes.
fucking stupidness? Huh?
They've gone to the guy for buying grapes.
Like
Greg.
Sterling.
Oh
like,
my days.
like
It's a joke at this
I'm not
point.
lying.
Craigs.
just tell
Why do they care?
Just tell us you hate black people and be done with it. Like I'm saying, bro.
We could.
But let's go back to the
Corner
thing.
shop.
Oh yeah, let's go
Yeah.
back.
So yeah.
Okay,
Topic.
my viewpoint is a little bit different, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, way to counteract.
So,
Potentially.
I think. Okay, I'm a cynic, right? I'm a huge cynic. I saw the Sainsbury'S casting come out.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
I saw the casting.
You saw the car, as in you would.
I saw the casting come out.
As like the
I'm an actor, so I
Oh,
saw the casting.
no.
I think it was either on Star Now or it got emailed to me, but I definitely saw the casting.
okay.
I definitely saw the casting.
Yeah.
Right? I think that a lot of these companies are still trying to utilize black money, you know what I mean?
It's a pandering.
Yeah.
Basically.
The black pound.
Yeah.
I've never seen so many castings from like big companies like Sainsbury's and Tesco's and this and that actually want black people now.
Other than at Christmas. I feel like there's a reason they did that, you know.
I've never seen so many castings asking for black people, like since like all of this stuff has happened with Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
And even me, like as you know, model actor that's got like dreads and stuff, I only ever get casted as like diversity. That's it. We're looking for diverse models.
Oh, just to tick a box.
Yeah,
Just tick a box.
I only ever secure castings where they've asked for someone specifically that looks diverse.
That's looks.
When it's not like a black production company or whatever.
Do you get like, obviously because you're like fairer skinned, yeah? Do you get like cast for roles that are more like racially ambiguous?
That happens too, absolutely.
I feel like it would, you know. I feel like
That happens too, which is not fair,
What does
unfortunately.
racially ambiguous mean? Allow me now.
Racially ambiguous, so you could be any ethnicity. So, for example, if someone's dark skinned, you know, okay, you're probably from either the Caribbean or Africa, and that's it. There's no like you could be Turkish or you could be this or that. If someone's racially ambiguous, you don't know what they are.
Yeah.
It could be anything.
Like you could.
So you got like, sorry to interrupt you, but you've got like a lot of white models that might like fake tan, and they might.
In other words, they could class you as white pretty much.
No, but like you don't know what I am.
Oh,
You don't know what I am.
Yeah.
So you've got like, for example, there was a model called Emma Halberg, who like she basically got in like so much issues globally because like everyone was upset because people thought that she was biracial or black, like a light-skinned black woman. She's not.
She was white.
She's a white girl, but she's got like big butt, nice boobs, like tan. She's got curly hair.
She appears to have the physical attributes.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. So she's racially ambiguous.
What's her name again?
Emma Halberg. She's a very beautiful woman. Very, very beautiful.
Okay.
But yeah, back to Sainsbury's. I feel like I was really happy. I loved the advert, loved it, but the cynic in me is just like, why is it now in 2020 that we're only having representation of black people?
It's taking this long.
Outside of these people being racist, they wouldn't be racist if we were showing black people
More regularly throughout the,
yeah, you have to
year.
accept it. You have to accept that we are here now. We've been here for years. We're here to stay. Centuries.
Centuries, actual
We
centuries,
deserve
like.
to see ourselves on television. Absolutely. And not just as a slave or a housekeeper.
No, not even that. Not just even as an actor or someone that's entertaining you to your TV.
Facts.
But as a person, because that's how I feel. As long as you're entertaining these man, not just all white people, but they're ignorant, then they're gonna like it. They're gonna
Yeah, you know like that.
And you know what else? It's mad because a lot of like famous black people, you see like a lot of them are either like actors or singers or sports. But like there's more that we can do There's more like black
Yes.
people do like to be just like a regular black person or just to be on TV. Yeah, it shouldn't be that weird because okay, I guess London is a lot more diverse than I'm in London. But you go around like most of the UK, you'll see black people, you see Asian people,
Yes.
you see Hispanic people. So why is it such a big like
Why are you shocked?
Why does the existence of these people bother you so much?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Just because the country is like majority white, I get that, but do you understand that black people, Asian people, Hispanic people went to war for you lot? Like we actually like went to war and we're settled here now because you lot invited us to be here.
Invaded. Invaded.
Well, yeah.
Invaded is the
Well,
correct
yeah, that's the correct term. But we have been here, like our grandparents have been here. Like it's 2 generations down now. Like we should be in Sainsbury's. We shop at Sainsbury's. If you don't want us to shop at Sainsbury's, it's cool. But at least give us, at least allow us the economic reign to be able to have our own supermarkets. If you don't want us in Sainsbury's, then allow us, for real. Sorry.
It's not cool. You know,
And
yeah.
they're saying that, oh, how comes we're not being represented?
The fuck about how we represented.
I mean,
These guys are fucking clowns.
yeah, like white people have always been presented as the norm. You know what? You know what pissed me off the other day? Basically, I used the cream in it and my skin reacted badly.
Yeah.
Obviously, I guess this part of my arm is kind of a little bit lighter, so you can like, I guess if it was to get
Everyone's
red,
is, yeah. Everyone's
yeah,
is.
like if it was to get red, I guess you could see it. But then when I was googling some of the symptoms, I was googling the symptoms. I was googling like, is there a way to help with this issue? It always referred to when it was talking about skin. It was saying, oh, if it starts going red, but then they used like a picture of like a white person. Like a white person with skin problems. It's like white people always presented as the norm.
Yeah.
As in, and you know what? That's great if you're white, but not everyone is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Not everyone is, and that's not to be rude, but
Sorry, not only that, right? But it's also like whenever you do have someone that's black, it always has to be like a black mum and a white dad.
Oh,
yeah,
It has to be that. We have-
biracial.
But the Sainsbury's ad, is that it was like a family who were together, isn't it?
That's why you're upset. Because if it was a white mum and a black dad and some mixed race kids,
No,
people would have been like, okay, cool, whatever. But it was the fact that it was a brown skin, dark skin, whatever you want to call it, cast. That's why everyone was so upset. It's like, how dare you?
And the family was intact as well.
And the family, it was a black family that was intact.
How dare you exist and be happy at Christmas?
Yeah.
It's true.
How dare you be in this country?
Fam, and
It's actually mad.
touching on what she said, then obviously, like I said, this is not all the case, but for me, what I've looked as well is they don't like seeing a black man and a white woman. It's always white man or a black girl because it's as if they want to kill our men.
Remember I was saying this?
Yeah.
Hey,
See that?
Remember I made this point earlier. Remember I said this point earlier about Serena Williams. Yeah? Serena Williams, obviously, you know, her husband's the guy behind, was it Reddit?
Yeah.
Or was the guy behind Reddit? A co-founder of Reddit, something like that. No, I feel like people are more accepting of that, right?
Yeah.
People are a lot more accepting of that. But then if it was like, I don't
Black man
know.
and a white girl.
Yeah, it's unacceptable.
Yeah.
It's completely
And you get
unacceptable.
that in both sides as well.
Yeah.
Even the black women are not very happy about that.
There is.
Like,
There's more internal issues with a white man and a black woman. Like maybe from the family of the white guy, and then
Yeah.
Do you know what it
family from
is?
the black woman.
Let me tell you this, right? There's actually a term in Spanish, and I can't remember what the term is.
What does it describe?
Basically, the term says like advance the race or like.
Branqueamento.
Nope, mejorando la raza.
That's it.
O pensa da race, melhorar a raça.
Right?
You're speaking Portuguese and Spanish.
That's Portuguese.
Mejorando la raza. It literally means improving the race.
Yeah. And basically, this is the thing, hold up, right? A lot of people, a lot of races have it in their head that if you get with a white person, you are improving your race, right? But you cannot get with someone that is black because that's actually decreasing your race. So for example, that's why I'm saying this as an example, it's not true, but that's why my black mother would say well done if I brought home a white man, But if I went to my white man's parents' house, it would be like, do you know what I mean?
Why are you bringing her here? Kind of.
Yeah. I'm polluting their race, essentially.
And usually what I've noticed, right, I noticed that kind of concept, right, when I started having a lot of friends that were from like Portugal, and obviously always having like Latino friends from when I was a kid, innit? That's always been a thing, that's always been there. Like obviously as someone who's black, who can speak Spanish, you can understand, you can go into that environment.
Oh yeah.
A lot of the times it's weird for me because people will look at me and either they'll be like, nah, you can't speak Spanish, you're chatting shit, like nah, you can't really speak Spanish. Either that, or it will be like, raw, but you're black though, like you shouldn't be able to do this. That's the kind of like, with the energy they give me, that's almost the energy like, raw, like you should not be able to speak. Like,
and that's because people in like, let's say like, especially like South America, black people are not represented at all when
even
it comes
though
to
there's
like
like
media.
500 million black people in the whole of South America.
A lot of black
There's
people.
bare
A
black
lot.
people, bro. Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador.
Brazil,
Bro, look at Ecuador and Brazil's football teams. Look at their national teams, bro. How many black people on Colombia's team?
Even France.
Actually, it's more black. Yeah.
But Ecuador, the blacks are actually a minority, like in that specific country.
Serious?
But
Yeah, no. I mean, black people are a minority wherever in South America, of course,
but
wherever.
Brazil, they're actually a majority. They're over 50%.
I did not know
Swear to
that.
God. So like me and like Chanel, like the likes of Chanel, they call blacks as well. We account for more than 50%. I don't know the same
You
way.
speak Spanish, don't you?
Portuguese.
Portuguese, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's it though. But like when you go to like a lot of South American countries, the people that are in adverts are not black people.
You'll never like, unless it's like a role as like a slave or like a cleaner or something.
And even
Exactly. So
the,
that's why when you see like black people that speak Spanish or whatever, or like you know you have black people in media that speak Spanish, it's like what? Like people don't understand because you think of like Shakira, you think of like, do you know what I mean? You think of like these women that look white or racially ambiguous.
And even within the speaking of the Afro Latino community, there's a famous social media personality called Jasmine Paris. She's a Colombian girl, and there was a situation where
I follow on Twitter.
there was a situation where she basically put on her stories that she's a model, right, and so she wanted to go to this Latin modeling company that's based in London, I think. But they only specialize in like Latin models that
well,
are
UK
like
Latin agency, that one.
yeah, like fairer skinned Latin models in it. They only have like very fairer skinned Latin models. And then she released the voice notes between her and this other person. The other woman who's the head of it, she's like also like Colombian, but she's like fairer skinned. Yeah, that's what she looks like.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is her.
Very beautiful.
She's very beautiful.
Stunning.
She's peng.
Let me see.
Stunning.
That's the mother of my children.
Crazy, bro. You're even.
I need to go to the toilet. I need to go to the toilet since I came here.
Listen, yeah, but of course, like so basically the head of the agency, she's I think like another Hispanic woman, fairer skinned Hispanic woman, was basically sending her messages talking about look how dark she is, she's
Negra
big.
fea.
Shit, negra fea. She looks Ghanaian. She looks like she's from Sierra Leone, bro. That's what I'm saying. She looks dark like she's from Ghana. She looks dark like she's from Sierra Leone. Negra fea. Look how ugly her hair is.
Wow.
So this is what I'm saying. So even within the Latin community, everywhere we go, we're here to deep it. Everywhere black people go, South America, Asia, Europe, bruv. The whole world. Even Africa.
I'm fucking hot.
And literally
South Africa, some
I'm
man.
taking a piss.
And SARS, and you got, it's just madness. It's just
It's
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. So that kind of anti-black sentiment is also within that community as well. But it's a lot more difficult to get rid of because the thing is, with Hispanic people, let's say like people, like Hispanic people in South America, most don't know that they have a mix of Taino. Taino is like the native people to that land. Taino, European, and African blood. So African because of slavery and everyone getting transported around and whatever. But most people don't know that. Most people just assume that like.
There's even black people that will say like, you know, like, I'm Spanish.
Oh, but I'm not fully black though.
Yeah, I'm Spanish.
I'm Spanish. They know the social ramifications of it.
Yeah. But you know, it's not just our community, it's every single community, you know, especially like in Asian culture.
Oh, yeah.
If you're past a certain shade, you're not represented on television. The lighter you are, the better. In K-pop, K-pop is like crazy what they do to them. But they'll make them bleach, they'll make them get surgery to get smaller noses and wider eyes. They want them to look more Eurocentric. They'll literally like just to be in a girl band or a boy band, they have to literally like make them bleach and get surgery to look more white.
See, out there, isn't it? As a fair skin, you can probably play both roles.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you're racially ambiguous. Yeah, so I
can a white family or a black family.
Exactly.
Which to me is crazy, but again, it goes back to the original notion. The reason that started from slavery. During slavery, during slavery, the slave masters all over the world, the ones in Britain, the Dutch, the French, all of them, they left this idea, this one idea that the closer to white you are, the better off you are.
Yeah.
That's like everything. That's what it goes back to. Is pretty much slavery, isn't it?
Do you know what's so sad, right? Is that I was raised on that mentality. That's what's sad about it.
What?
So like my mom did not want to have a dark-skinned child, and that's sad. That is sad. Because she never wanted.
What's like skin complexion is your dad?
So my dad is like brown skin, and my mom is brown skin. But when my mom was younger, she used to be darker. She's gotten lighter as she's gotten older, right? But she used to be dark skin. Yeah. Like in my family as well, like all the people that are like my colour have gotten darker with age. It's weird. It's so weird.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. But my dad is like brown skin. My mom used to be dark skin, but now she's like brown skin. Yeah. And she never ever wanted to have a child that was dark. Because she was like, I don't want you to go through feeling a certain way. And I was taught, it is heartbreaking and it's so sad, right? Because I was taught as a kid that like, you're gonna have a better life. You're gonna be able to get more jobs, you're gonna be able to do this, you're gonna be able to do that because you're light skinned. And that means people are gonna think that you're basically prettier or more acceptable socially or whatever it is. Yeah. And it's so sad, it's such a sick mentality and so many people are raised like that and it's not good. It's not good. Obviously I love my mom. I tell her every single time that I love her. But it's real. You have to be
I was gonna say like 1, 2, 3, 4. All of you guys here saying this table. No, not you. You're not included in this one. All of you guys here in this table have some Jamaican ancestry in you. Yeah. So I wanted to discuss.
Yeah, I'm Jamaican as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about a little bit more about the cake soap fascination.
It's not just in Jamaica though.
It's very popular in Nigeria too. It's very popular in Nigeria too.
In Nigeria, Congolese people do it as well.
Congolese use cake soap too.
Yeah.
In Jamaica, it's just normal. In Jamaica, it's just normal. Bleach up my skin. Me a bleach. You know, like that.
Do you know what's mad, yeah? Is on the reverse side, there's a lot of fair-skinned people that want to be darker. There's a lot of mixed-race girls that want to be darker. I know bare mixed-race girls that are like, they want to tan. They want to be darker.
That's facts.
So that's what's weird. It's like everyone's trying to be someone or something they're not.
Grass is always green. But then is that just human nature then?
I think that the light skinned girls and the like mixed race girls want to be accepted as well. I think that they want to like feel included. That like I am black.
That's another slavery thing as well because when the mixed race girls were born, because the ignorant ones were raping the black women, they were declined by the black people, and the white people were saying, they're well made. Stuff like that, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Why? Because the man is white.
Yeah.
Taking this, like, so obviously to us, man, well, back then it's like, well, okay, if there's anyone wrong with the wrong made, then what the fuck is wrong with us?
Yeah.
And even the term fair skin. Like fair skin, really? Like only unfair skin, or?
I didn't even deep that. I didn't want that.
The colour black, is associated with a lot of negativity.
Black magic.
Black-hearted.
Blackboard,
Blackboards, blackmail.
blackmail.
I mean, like, that's nuts, you know?
Yeah, darkness,
Hey.
It always associated with darkness.
You wear black
It's dark.
Yeah, black is just.
Hey.
Black is power.
Black right now,
Black
bro.
is excellent.
Black is power, absolutely.
You're
I
not.
don't care what people say. Being black, but we are the. I'm not even saying to hate. We are the superior race, fam. Facts, fam. With the shit
Hey, man. Hey, that's one of those ones. I'm gonna say that.
The thing is, I'll stand with you. I'll stand with you. I'll stand
I'm not
with you.
saying this to cause beef.
No, you're not. You're being real. You're being real.
Why are people there getting fake spray tans? Why? Because they want to be darker. Why are people there talking about us?
Our women, I'm sorry, yeah, but our women, sorry to interrupt you, but our women are some of them are delicious.
Yeah, Demon's delicious.
Yeah, okay, let's just say the most delicious women. You know, I went on the train today, right? I went on the train today. Oh no, I didn't get caught in it. Hold on. When I was on the train here today, right, these two white guys got on the train. Right, I've got my music in, but I could hear them having a conversation. And we were like, this guy was like, oh, I just want a black girlfriend, you know. Literally.
That sounds
It might be fish, but it's rooted in the fact that we are the most delicious.
That's a fact.
We are delicious. Even our men are delicious.
It's being fetishized a good thing.
The body features,
It's being fetishized a good thing.
Being fetishized isn't a good thing, right? But what is behind it is that we are attractive. We are like, okay, I don't want to say one of them, but we are the most attractive people on the planet.
I'm gonna play the
Devil's advocate.
I'm gonna play the devil's advocate, yeah. I'm gonna play the devil's advocate and say, yeah. I'm gonna play the devil's advocate and say, okay, cool. We're a fetish. We're a fetish to some, yeah. We're a fetish to some.
Yeah.
But then, does that necessarily mean that they're gonna respect us anymore?
No, it doesn't. Of course not.
Because I know girls. My boy was dating. My boy is black. He was dating this white girl, and whenever I was with him, and like let's say the girl was there, like so I'd always hear, oh my god, you're so amazing, like oh I love you so much, wow, your skin, oh it's just so smooth and soft. So there was a fixation on skin, innit? There was a fixation on skin. But then he must have told me one time, obviously they got into an argument now. What's the first word she used?
Nigger.
Nigger.
Did she say nigger with an R?
Yeah.
But what's mad as well? When they're having sex with you, they call you a nigger just to get more turned on. That's what I'm saying, fam.
Wow. He made a comedy video.
Oh yeah.
About kind of like slavery role play as well.
What do you guys think about that?
That's a fact, though.
Yeah.
What role play? Why?
Slavery role play. Slavery is one of the things.
You know the thing. You know there's like certain
There's categories for that.
Yeah, but like there's certain like girls that like, you know, because the thing is, right, you know the world has changed. Hold on. The world has changed so much, right? So a lot of girls that used to do porn, let's say like in the 80s or whatever, right?
You say porn again?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
I'm using it as a good example, okay? A lot of those women wouldn't have had the fame that some of these current day girls have, because now we have the internet, right? So we have social media, we have YouTube, we have this and that and whatever, right? A lot of these girls that are newer in the game have done the same stuff that the old girls are doing when it comes to like race play and whatever, you know, like there was this one girl, and I remember like she was literally like beating this guy and doing like a slave master scene, right? And
that's so
literally now because everything's on the internet now, it's not like, oh, you just go and you buy a DVD like back on our parents' generation or whatever, you just buy a DVD and that's it. Now these girls are like famous, you know, you're on the gram now, you know, and you've got 5 million followers, or now you've got 1 million YouTube followers or whatever, now you're deciding not to do porn anymore. But now all this stuff has come out that you did this and that, and you know, said that this one was an N-word and da-da-da-da-da. So it's like, basically what I'm trying to say is, all of this stuff has been around for years. People cussing about Sainsbury's, right? That's been around for time. Now we just know about it. We know now. It's online
the mentality which drove people to complain about everything Black Lives Matter, Black Lives, Alicia Dixon, Ashley Banjo, Stormzy, Dave. That same mentality. Misha B.
Oh yeah.
That same mentality has not left.
No.
It's just again now. It's just in the spotlight.
Exactly.
Now we can see it.
Everything's got a camera. Everything's recorded.
Now we have our own media. That is the difference. Before there used to be someone else that was usually white that had the camera and would dictate what information we were fed.
Now we're doing our own things.
Now we're doing our own things.
It definitely rubs some people the wrong way. The fact that we have as much autonomy to do what we want to do, whatever we want to do as a group. It definitely.
But the
exactly.
not changed. There's still people there running to the white man, running and doing stuff to please them.
I mean, to be honest,
it's not changed.
An unfortunate reality. White people probably will, in this country anyway, stay in power, stay in control.
Yes,
Okay, not necessarily an unfortunate reality. It's unfortunate for the future.
It is unfortunate still. It is unfortunate.
It's unfortunate.
But it's not just them, you know. I'm not going to just put it all on like, oh, white people like this, because you know, a lot of Asians have been taught that they are the model minority, right?
Yeah.
And by model minority, I don't even know what that term is, but it's basically, you know what it is, right? So model minority is basically that like you came to this country and you did it the correct way. You didn't bring any crime here. You came and you got jobs and you set up businesses and you own homes and all your children go to university.
You still get racism. Yeah, you do.
But hold on. A lot of Asians now see themselves as superior to us because they've been told that they are the model minority. But I know a lot of Asians that are trackers. I know a lot of Asians that are doing gang stuff. They're doing gang stuff. You're doing road, you know? But people don't stop you, they stop us.
Yeah, the Jewish community was told the same thing about being superior.
The model,
the Jewish person was told by white people that we were more superior.
Oh, the Jewish people.
Yeah, the Jewish people.
You don't even want to chat on their names, bro. You know them ways there.
Yeah, it's Wiley, innit? Yeah.
Cut that out there. Yeah, Wiley's Jewish still.
No, Wiley got in trouble because he spoke badly or was perceived to be badly.
And Nick Cannon.
Jewish people.
Oh, Nick Cannon. The fuck out.
If you see anything political, that's it. They just take away your this, take away your that.
You know why though? It's because Jewish people actually control the world. They
we
control the
know
media.
that, bro.
A lot of them are behind us.
That's the extent of that, yeah, I think they're fine.
Even on that
Yeah, you know like that.
I want to keep my zero.
Want to keep your life.
I know, but if this ever gets me back
I remember one time I was doing one movie, the same one I put in the Hard to Leave chat.
Yeah.
That one. And
That's why I've seen your face before.
I wasn't hard to leave.
He is.
That's why I've seen your face.
Absolutely.
What else have you done? You did something other than hard to leave.
Let's quickly wrap up. So Tesco, Tesco got backlash for cutting out an advert.
As they should, bro, as they should.
Backlash from the Sainsbury's ad. Wait.
As they should.
Tesco's ad should have taken off out the
No, they shouldn't have.
No, they shouldn't have. I'm saying they should have got backlash
Yeah, they should have got
because that's a
backlash,
dickhead move, man.
Well, send me that and I'll post it tonight because that is out of order.
That's
I
dickhead
didn't
move.
hear about that.
That's a dickhead move. They're one of
But
like
do you see
pussies,
what I
innit?
mean?
That's a pussy move.
Tesco's are weak for following the crowd.
Yeah.
Like, Tesco should have just held their ground.
Yeah, that's a pussy move.
That's what I mean, you're not really for us.
That's
None of
what-
these people are really for us because it's like if you can pull out that easily, you didn't want the baby. You didn't want the baby.
I'm gonna use that phrase from now on.
You can put out that easy.
If you,
Sex education.
She sounded like Fuzi, man.
Yeah.
Chanel's the female Fuzi.
Yeah.
Tesco should have held their ground, man.
But-
Tesco should
no,
have held their ground.
no, for
and
real
showed the
though.
advert.
No, they should've-
Regardless of what backlash Sainsbury's was getting.
For real.
It was weak of them to do that, man. I didn't like it. They gave in to the racists.
That's
That
What did I
was-
say?
Yeah,
Stop.
They value the opinions and the mentality of the racist people over the people who have been like the black people who have been supporting you for how many years?
I'm not getting the
Yeah.
And the amount of black people working
No.
at Tesco is not like
That's what I'm saying. That's even like black people working at Tesco, for example, what kind of message is that sending out
That's
to the black people that work there? Like,
Exactly.
like we had people that looked like you on television, but because racist people didn't like it, we took it down.
Exactly.
Like, what are you gonna? In my head, I'm gonna be thinking.
But that just means you were never really for us.
Exactly.
You weren't.
Exactly.
What did I say when we first started this? I said I've seen so many castings online
Yeah.
from these big
It's like-
companies.
Because they don't
Saying-
want to see racist.
Huh?
They don't want to see poor.
They don't want to appear like they are not
Pete.
doing their bit.
They saw that Black Lives Matter makes sales, makes money.
Exactly.
Yeah, just a checkbox, that's it, man.
Is this?
Yeah, BBC, man. Fuck BBC.
Listen, if you're taking an advert because some stupid people don't like black people, fuck.
Listen. Long story short,
Yeah, man.
Long story short, yeah. Just to wrap it up, companies stop doing it just to tick a box. At the end of the day, we're a group of people. We're not going anywhere. We're gonna be here forever.
We've been here.
We've been
Dollars
here.
up inside,
We're gonna stay here. We're not
inside.
going anywhere. Just include us in it. It's not hard, man. Just include us.
Yeah,
Fuck the
it's
racism.
from the heart, it's from the heart as well, man.
Yeah, exactly. If it's from the heart,
If you
they
can't
mean
do
include
as
this.
a white
Lies.
person from the inside. So what?
And if you don't mess with us, just let us know. We'll shop elsewhere. It's okay. It's
Exactly.
okay.
Yeah.
We'll shop